Hi, everybody! The Wretched Wrestling Podcast! That's right! Episode 50! Yeah, bitches!
It's the worst podcast ever.
Woo! Oh no, our song got cut off. Hold on a second, people.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What do we do?
I can't get it back on.
Uh-oh, live feed's not working.
Oh shit.
Okay, it's working. We're good.
Alright, people, let's start this podcast. Sorry, the song got cut off short, but we're celebrating the 50th episode of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
It's the golden anniversary of the WWP.
You're going to start the...
Do you want to do the...
Part?
Yeah, I will.
Oh,
do you want to do the shots
do
first?
I
mean,
ha!
I only poured one.
Well, no, I drank mine already.
Oh, you did? Well, excuse me.
I'm celebrating!
Celebrate this time.
Oh, because the volume's off on my phone. That's why I couldn't listen to the song anymore.
You dumb fucker. Because you're watching the video.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers! 50!
Cheers.
Oh, better way to start up this stupid podcast with a stupid pay-per-view.
It's so stupid, we're going to start.
Looks like we have, like, green, golden dicks by our face.
Alright. We are ready to go live here in 3, 2, 1.
Too late.
Oh, no, I fucked up.
Jeez.
We never start the podcast and the live feed at the same time because it just doesn't work. Is your mic working? Cool.
Good.
We're good.
Clinkety clank.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast!
50th episode of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. 50 times we've been here, we've been there, we've been
everywhere.
WWP, baby.
We are here, we are there, we are everywhere, we are here every goddamn week, bringing you guys the Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
You know, every time I say WWP, I feel like I'm like Kurt Angle when he tries to say WWE, and he's like, WWE?
Yeah.
You know, he
has a hard time saying that.
Yeah, he does, and I mean, he's got a couple broken necks, and he's had a lot of craziness in wrestling, so my life can't compare it to him, but yeah, fuck Kurt Angle.
That's
off to a good start. I just said fuck you to my favorite wrestler.
Alright, and that's where that starts. And that's how the podcast starts off. So guys, we are here at the...
It could start off worse.
It could. It really
I can tell you about like my weekend and stuff, but I'm not going to tell you that. I think we're just going to go in with Money in the Bank.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's all. Just moving on up.
Okay.
To the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
That's it. Just keep it away. No. I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't want to do that right now. Because this is a special occasion. This is our 50th episode.
Oh, it is?
Now, do you think that we'd ever get to 50 episodes before?
Yeah, I thought we would get to the 50 episodes before the year the first year ended.
Oh.
Because there's 52 weeks in a year.
What
and we've been doing this for over a year now.
What happened there?
Well, I actually just listened to a couple episodes back in...
Did you?
Sometime between October and... I believe December. Yeah. No, we did an episode in October. We did 0 episodes in November.
Really? 0?
0. I had a cold.
At all?
And you had a cold. It was terrible. And we didn't come back.
Month.
We didn't come back until the TLC pay-per-view, so we lost a lot of ground there. You have a piece of tape on your arm, by the way.
Oh, shit, you're right. You know, usually I have other clear things stuck to me, but today it's just plastic, and that
God
is
damn it.
No. Sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment with a special lady folk, you know, you got to use protection, right? So, you know, you have to. And sometimes after I'm done, I just fling it. around.
You just fling it up in the air?
Yeah, and sometimes it lands on top of me, and I'm like, oh no, it's on top of me.
And then you wake up the next morning, it's still there?
Yeah.
It's all crusty and stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's disgusting and stuff, and sometimes I gotta peel it off.
Fantastic radio.
And stuff, but yeah, I mean, you know, it happens. I mean, that's happened to you before, Craig, right? I mean, it's a normal thing for a guy.
Apparently, Jen is on the live feed and she's cursing us out right now. Hold on, let's go. Let's see what Jen has to say. Is this now? I do not approve. Craig, no. No, we have to be up in the morning. You're right. It could be worse. Your wife could be pissed.
Well,
Sorry, Jen.
you could sleep. I mean, we're awake, but you don't have to be awake.
Yeah,
you could sleep.
I don't know why you're.
Why are you watching?
Why are you
right
watching?
now?
I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah, exactly, folks.
Hmm?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that one, Jen?
Yeah, it's lots of Z's. Yeah.
Where's those Z's, baby?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't answer.
Yeah.
Oh, did you leave the live feed? She left the live feed.
No,
great. So now she throws all this stuff at me. She's pissed off at me, and then she leaves the live feed. So I have no idea what she thinks.
Marriage life, right? You all right?
Yeah, I mean,
The old ball and chain.
good old ball and chain, guys.
Yeah. Well.
Do you want
This is 50th episode, of course.
Do you want to talk about what's been going on in WWE before we get to the Money in the Bank preview that we have scheduled here on the 50th edition of the WWP?
Like what? Oh, well, why don't we talk about first what we've done to this podcast so far? Because these golden things are dangling by our face, and no one knows what they are. But they're microphones, people.
We have a new microphone set up for the audio portion of our podcast. So if you're listening to us on iTunes or Podomatic or Google Play, we are actually trying out some new systems and new equipment. So let us know if it sounds worse, if it sounds better. We're hoping it sounds better because
hopefully we don't sound like shit like we normally do.
Yeah, I talked to one of my friends back in the day, and he always said like it's harder to hear Fred.
You have Freds?
Friends. I have one Fred.
Oh.
I have one Fred.
I was about to say friends, but I said Fred.
Yeah, I do have one Fred. But he did say that he couldn't hear Fred half of the time, so I'm hoping this will help out in the situation. It made sense because I was always closer to the computer because it's...
And people want to hear me. They want to hear my stories. They want to hear what's going on in my life.
I'm not sure.
I think it's an important aspect of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. So we're going to make sure that I'm loud, I'm clear, I'm in your face, and I'm going to make sure that this golden object is dangling right close to my face for all you people out there.
Gold dust.
Microphone.
So yeah, guys, please let us know if the audio sounds any better on the podcast feed. Just for our viewers watching on Facebook Live and YouTube, doesn't affect that at all. You are hearing us through the microphone of the iPad.
Yes.
Now,
but wrestling.
I think we should talk about a couple things that happened on Raw this week because Raw, for the most part, I don't want to say it was.
Our first fuck up of the evening. Wow.
I guess
this feels like our first episode of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. Oh no.
Oh my god, it's a tension rod, so you just gotta tighten it.
Just gotta give it a lot of tension.
Remember the Simpsons technical difficulties song?
Oh yeah, the drunk guy.
Alright,
we're back.
Sorry about that, folks. So, yeah, Monday Night Raw, I mean...
Fuck. Alright, I gotta stop touching this thing.
Yeah, stop touching it.
Sorry, just keep talking.
Monday Night Raw had one of the worst showings that they've ever fucking had. And it had something to do with the fact that they thought way too hard about storylines. Do you need me to fix this?
Well, now the tension part's up. Yeah, you have to fix it.
You turned it the wrong way?
Yeah, just fix it.
Oh my god, Fred. Alright. Why don't you talk about,
50th episode.
Yeah.
There was a lot of weird shit on Raw this week. There was like, I don't know. I mean, I tried to watch most of it. There was some pretty good stuff. They had, maybe I'll talk about the one good thing that happened on Raw was that Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar had a face-to-face confrontation. Basically, Brock Lesnar graced us with his fucking presence. Thank you. For once in our fucking lives. Since WrestleMania, I think. That's the last time he's been here, right? WrestleMania?
Yeah.
He's graced us with his fucking presence. Finally on a random Raw where Samoa Joe was going to face him at Great Balls of Fire. And, basically, Paul Heyman cut a pretty good promo. I mean, I think he built up Samoa Joe really well.
Yeah.
Talking about how the Coquina Clutch is such a dangerous device and how it put him to sleep. And Samoa Joe came out and led to a very lengthy brawl. So that was pretty much the good part of Raw. Let's talk about what's bad part of Raw. Let's talk about the shitty part of Raw, I guess.
I mean,
there's so much to talk about.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's how the show started. And you're like, usually when you get a good start like that, you're like, you really feel like you're in for a good showing. Yeah, you're gonna have you can be very happy with how the rest of the card and the storylines play out. But they just completely there were other good parts as well. Like the Enzo and Cass thing took another turn. This time Cass got attacked a second time, but this time he decided he was okay to compete, and he ended up wrestling. And
they fought with Gallows and Anderson.
They fought Gallows and Anderson again.
They lost.
They did lose.
Gallows and Anderson beat up Enzo after the match, in which Big Show came out and went for the save.
Right. And there was this great visual moment where Cass is like seeing the two of them like celebrating in the ring, and he's outside of the ring like a jealous girlfriend, or should I say a Jen right now. And
it's all mine.
And it was weird. It was like, okay, so that was good. Okay, fine. So we had two good segments, and they did have some kind of backstage argument with Big Show and Enzo. Enzo saying like, "Oh, I just need to know. I just need to clear it up." Like,
are you cheating on me?
Yeah. And it was good. Like, that was good. And I'm like, there are elements of Raw that are very good, but then at the same time, we have these other things that happen, and they're just completely off the rails. I actually didn't want to forget them, so I wrote two of them down in my phone.
You wrote them down?
Yeah.
Wow, you sound like me now.
Now, one of them I do remember off the top of my head, and that was Alicia Fox and Noam Dar.
Alicia Fox!
This was... Oh my god, they were trying so hard. So it started off, they're backstage.
I didn't even watch this.
Oh god, Fred, you're in for it. They started off backstage where Noam Dar got confronted by Cedric Alexander, who apparently came back and I had no idea.
Way to go.
Now, the thing is I'm losing my train of thought. Noam Dar apparently was in the middle of a FaceTime call, or a Skype call on his phone. And Alicia Fox was on the phone because she's recovering from some injury, I guess from Sasha Banks at the pay-per-view.
I guess.
And so we get this terribly overact from Alicia Fox. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Alicia Fox is like so overacting in this entire segment, and then it's very clear that she's in the room with them because it's really loud. Like you can hear her. Like either that or Noam Dar has the loudest speakerphone on the entire face of the fucking planet because it was so fucking loud. And I was like, you know what? When I was watching it, I was like, that was kind of very corny. And the other thing was that they weren't even pointing the camera when she was talking. Like, it was that thing, like, when they're watching TV, they were always looking at it from, like,
they're like, look at this weird angle where you'd never watch television.
They did the same thing, where they're basically showing the cameraman what is on the phone, and it's Alicia Fox talking on Skype, but, like, what is she seeing? The fucking cameraman? Or is she seeing, like, the corner? Like, they're pointing it very bad. So, okay, terrible. All right, fine. But at the same time, I'm watching, I'm like, that was really bad, but I'll give it a pass. This is okay. This is okay. But, so Cedric Alexander leaves, and they're still arguing on the phone. Now, they have a match later on, Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar. Surprisingly, when he comes out, Noam Dar comes out, he's still on Skype. He's still on a Skype call with Alicia Fox.
What?
Okay, fine. Okay, that could be funny. Like, okay, like she's like abusing him, not letting him
hang up,
not letting him hang up, and kind of controlling his life, which is what I guess they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Alicia Fox's FaceTime session is now on the Titantron during his intro.
That's not even possible.
During his intro, so you're seeing her screen, kind of like when Tyler Breeze came out and he would come out with the selfie stick.
Yeah.
And you can hear her talking over his theme song, and I'm watching this and I'm just like. So I'm like, so wait a minute, stop me here, guys. So you're telling me that first of all, Noam Dar was on this phone call this entire time with Alicia Fox. Then he was getting ready to come out, still on the phone, and he said, production guys, no, do you mind connecting to my phone to show this on a Titantron so that all the WWE fans can see it and hear it?
What the hell?
Like, what the...
Doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck? I really got really annoyed at this segment just because
really
it's
dumb.
overthinking on their behalf. Like, why did he have to show it on the Titantron? Why did I have to hear Alicia Fox yelling at him? And then it was, and he didn't hang up during the whole match, so she's just doing it the whole fucking time. I'm like, why couldn't he just not be connected to the Titantron? Like, what was so bad? This is the WWE writers just overthinking to a crazy degree, like
over stuff that doesn't really even matter.
Right, something, and then guess what? He lost in 2 minutes. So this whole segment that I hated was like a 2-minute segment that could have been skipped entirely. It was mind-bogglingly stupid. I'm sorry, it just pissed me off so much.
It's just the thing with like 205 Live crew, I guess, is the 205 crew is like, I don't know, man. Like, they either need to get rid of the cruiserweight shit completely, or, like, I don't know what they're going to need to do. They need to really embrace this on Raw, or they really need to cut the cruiserweights out of Raw completely and just keep it all the shit on 205. Keep it its own show. It was like whatever. If this Alicia Fox thing was going on 205 Live, it wouldn't really make it. Maybe they'd do it differently. But like, they're throwing all the why do we need 205 Live stuff on Raw anymore? Like, why do we need it? The show's been on. It's been established already. It's been on. I see it like in the beginning when you're trying to push the show. Right. Okay, you want to push your stars and stuff like that. But now the show's been on for quite some time. You don't need this stuff anymore.
I don't understand it at all. And the storylines
that they're like NXT show, like NXT matches happening on Raw. Right now.
And the storylines that they're giving them are shit. Like they're utter shit. Like why did I have to see so much details of the Alicia Fox Noam Dar thing? And I've liked Alicia Fox and Noam Dar for the most part, like as a couple and as a romantic thing. Like, I thought it's been.
You really like them. They're a nice power couple.
They're nice. They're like a funny like power couple because he's like a little bitch and he just takes her abuse. But like, this was just so overdoing it and overthinking it from the WWE's writer standpoint. All right, Fred. Anything else that happened on Raw that you had to talk about? Because I did have a second thing and I forgot what it was.
Nah, I just thought it was really stupid. I think like the whole Dean Ambrose Miz feud has got to end, dude. Whatever. I was okay with like Dean Ambrose facing Elias Sampson and Miz interfering and making him lose.
You're okay with Dean Ambrose this week, Fred? Do you remember what else happened?
No, well, I'm getting to that point. I don't want to blame it on him per se. I want to blame it on the writers.
Yeah, well, this is the.
I feel like this is like a Vince idea. Basically,
it's definitely a Vince
idea. Teamed up with the teddy bear that was part of the fucking Miz segment from last week because it was so funny. I'm sure everyone got a kick out of it. There was a life-size teddy. Like, we've never seen a fucking person inside a costume before.
Yeah.
Talk about Disney World, maybe? I don't know. That's a, there's
a little bit of a stretch there, Fred.
I know. Like a mouse, a dog. What the fuck, you know? And then, they fought Heath Slater and Rhino. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why is a fucking teddy bear in the fucking match?
I wish I could tell you.
Why is Miz so... What the fuck? Like, why am I watching right now? Like, I really have no words for it. I was really, like, just... I don't know. I didn't see like a build for it or anything because I kind of skipped through some things. So I just saw this. I'm like, it's such a waste of time. And Dean Ambrose ended up being in the teddy bear. Well,
here's my issue that I had with this. Most of all, I mean, first of all, they teased this last week when I thought it was good during Miz's reunion tour with the Intercontinental title.
Right.
But the teddy bear beating up a random guy and just said, "Well, you just got beat up by the Intercontinental champion," and like I thought that was hilarious when he said that.
Right.
And then. Of course, like I can't have anything good, and they have to double down and kill it completely and murder everything about this entire thing. So he, as you said, he tags with the teddy bear. Now, again, the teddy bear does something that Miz freaks out about, and he pulls the mask off. And again, it's not Dean Ambrose again.
Right.
Okay, fine. So the referee allowed this match to happen with a teddy bear. Some guy dressed up as a teddy bear. Fine.
He control the match.
Fine. Whatever, let that happen. But then, somewhere in the middle of the match, when they cut the cameras, they did a switcheroo with the teddy bears. Okay, like what they did with the Bella Twins all back in the day.
So Dean was able to have time to run into the audience, from the audience into the ring, to hide under there, knowing that he'd have a teddy bear costume, knowing Miz would have a match with a teddy bear,
right?
And there would be a spot where he'd be able to switch out with him.
Right. Now, here's my issue. he took the mask off himself,
right,
and hit dirty deeds on Miz and let the team and let the Rhino and Slater pin him.
Correct.
Why didn't the ref DQ him?
Because you can't. You're allowed to beat up your own tag team partner.
Are you?
Yeah. No, I'll disagree.
No, because he wasn't the tag team partner. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Well,
he wasn't the tag team partner. It was the guy.
I guess.
That's what I'm trying to get at. He wasn't the guy. He wasn't. He was a guy impersonating his tag team partner.
I guess. Yeah, I guess so.
They unmasked 2 teddy bears. One of them was the one who started the match, which was the random guy, and then the second one who ended up attacking Miz. That was Dean Ambrose. That should have been a DQ. He interfered in the match. It's not like he was the teddy bear in the beginning of the match, and they were both like the teddy bear. They both took their fucking masks off, so it should have been clearly a disqualification. I'm sorry. I was getting so mad. I'm like, this is the stupidest fucking storyline ever. And then they have this thing that's so blatantly obvious that it should be a DQ, and I'm like, what are they doing? What do they think? What are the Raw writers smoking that they think that this shit is good?
I was so fucking embarrassed by the whole segment as a whole that I didn't even think of that. I was like just completely
I don't believe
baffled by like what the fuck I was watching at that moment. I was like, whatever, dude. I'm like, let's just get this over with.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, and also Sasha Banks is apparently a women's title contender now. What happened to, by the way, Rich Swann and her, they're gone. They're done.
That's over with.
They're done. That this whole thing that was built up for 1 month, that's done. Rich Swann wasn't even around. I guess that's done. Now she interrupted Alexa Bliss's promo. Horrible. Her wig looked horrible, by the way. She looked like she had like her weave, whatever the fuck it is. It looked. Her hairline was so fucking far.
Oh yeah.
Fucking looked like Homer Simpson's fucking hairline. It was so bad.
So bad.
And
we were talking about
now I have to
pay-per-view.
believe. Yeah, now I have to believe that she's gonna be a title contender now. This is the thing that. Oh god, they've ruined all this shit, man.
I think they're doing what we thought that what we were talking about last week, where they're gonna throw her back in the women's title division so she can get the title, and then they can resume the her and Bayley's thing. I think that's what we were speculating last week, and now that she's back in the picture, it looks like I think that's where they're going with this.
I know, but I feel like it's been out of order at this point. Like,
it's definitely out of order.
Like, it's just totally different. And then Nia Jax had one match, disqualification. I guess she's done too. I guess she's not gonna have a fucking world title match. I don't know. The whole thing is fucked.
Well, I'm okay with that because she's fucking dog shit. She's one of the worst wrestlers in the company.
No, I know that.
Not even women. She's one of the worst workers in the company. In fact, she might be the worst. Who's worse? Who's worse than
I think
than
I was gonna say Titus O'Neil was. He's better though.
At least he's funny.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I wanted to talk about how I told Craig how much I like Titus O'Neil now.
Yeah.
Which is like funny to me because like I thought I would hate him, and I know they had that feud with Rusev right in the end of 2016 that we we thought was such a funny feud, and like, we just really liked it.
We liked it for some reason.
And then I was like not really into the whole Apollo Crews Titus O'Neil feud storyline that they had going on. And now, like from this past Monday, I'm loving the fact that Titus O'Neil just dragged Tozawa out from the crowd and taking selfies with him. So basically, Titus O'Neil is just taking people. He's just basically forcing them.
Kind of like you would use to me many years ago.
Wait, what? I forced you? When did I force you?
No, nothing.
Oh, we won't talk about that. I thought it was stupid when he first did it with Apollo Crews, and like when Craig told me, like, this is stupid. But now he's doing it with other people. Yeah. So he's just gonna have this random guy. He's just gonna have this stable where he's just forcing a bunch of people are like, I don't want to join. Like, yes, you do. I love. Okay.
I love that their pictures are always. They always do a selfie, and like the newest one's always like.
Like he's so confused. He's like picked them up from the crowd. Like, I don't want to go with the ring. He's like, yes, you do. And then like he's taking selfies. Like, what? Yeah. So basically, I think it's an interesting way to get people into your stable. It's just submitting them.
It's pretty good. I've been enjoying it.
It's interesting. It's different. You know,
it's different. Yeah.
I guess they're afraid of him butt fucking them or something like that. Like, you know, like if you don't do this, I'm gonna dip my big flat. A fucking big fat boner and slap you.
So I mean, those are my two big issues with Raw this past week. Like, I just hate. Shut up.
Well, it'd be Titus.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed on the podcast. Yes, you like me on the podcast. Let me take a selfie first. Yeah. Okay, I'm on the podcast now. Yeah. You
Titus Burchill. WWP has joined the Titus.
See, he accepts it now. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Fred. SmackDown was the go-home show before Money in the Bank.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Not a lot.
Another show, another pay-per-view.
Another show that.
Surprising.
Another show that was just. It was just. SmackDown has been. It's kind of the same thing that happened with SmackDown when they first did the brand split, because we were talking about it for a while. Like, SmackDown's getting good. SmackDown's great, and then they just kind of kept doing the same thing every week, and we're like, okay, now it's getting kind of boring. Why is it so funny?
It's just the way you said it. It's like...
Really? I didn't think my delivery was anything different. Craig,
like, watching something, like, okay, guys, we've already done this. Like he just keeps watching it.
So... I don't know why that was so funny.
It's like they Titus O'Neill'd you.
But then they do the same thing.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just like they did a 6-man match with the 6 guys in a ladder match.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal cut another promo and Randy Orton RKO'd him.
On the pizza.
Yeah, Becky Lynch, Charlotte and Natalya had a singles match, and there's just like. It's like I'm like they're running out of ideas, and the problem is that every guy who's on SmackDown is on the card every week. You know what I mean? Like they don't have any guys who are like, oh, what happened to him? Except for Ty Dillinger, I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
Aside from him, like
he's so over.
Every person who's on the show is on it every week, so there's no change. Like there's only 7 women's wrestlers, and they're all involved in the same feud except for Lana and Naomi.
Yeah.
And, the Usos, I mean, at least Fandango has been involved in the Usos and New Day feud, if you want to call it that. And then the world title, the Money in the Bank ladder match is just it's the same 6 guys. So it's it's the same outcome. Like at this point, I want to see Kevin Owens versus Jimmy Uso, just so it would be different.
Because
just to change it, because I'm so tired of it.
I know.
I guess we should go into the predictions portion of the show. So let's look at the card for WWE Money in the Bank 2017. So we just talked about it briefly. Naomi is defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Lana in her singles wrestling debut.
You saw from last week, Craig had some pretty sweet moves, and he really danced. I don't want to get him started again.
I don't get him started.
Yeah, I don't want to pump him up or anything like that, for real.
I know, I was waiting to say. I thought you were going to keep talking.
Yeah, okay. Lana, I don't know, dude. Naomi fought who this week? She fought Natalya? No,
Charlotte fought Natalya.
No, so somebody else. So basically, Lana came in, trying to interfere in the match. Like, she beat her up after the match.
Tamina. It was Tamina.
Oh, Tamina, and Naomi won. And then Lana beat her up after that. I'm not interested in this match whatsoever.
What's weird is that she's coming out and she looks like one of the characters from Frozen. What are the characters' names in that?
I don't know. Elsa.
She looks like Elsa.
Oh wow, I got that right. Holy shit!
With the blue shirt, the blue dress, and the fucking ponytail on one side. I was like, I'm like, okay, let it go. I guess let it go.
We should let this match go.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this match at all. I don't care one way or the other. And honestly, I don't even know who's going to win, because the WWE has proven time and time again, every time you think there's somebody who can't possibly win a title or a match, Jinder Mahal happens. So... Fred, what do you got in the prediction for this match, in this feud that came out of nowhere because they had nobody for Naomi to defend the title?
I almost want to go with fucking Lana just because it's such a butt fuck of a fucking...
Butt fuck of a
prediction, and like...
It is!
I can totally see them doing this, like, I don't know, like...
It's stupid, but...
Naomi went and said WrestleMania, and then, like, to have to drop it to fucking Lana. I'm gonna go with Lana, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go with the fucking oddball prediction with this one. I'm going with her. It seems like too easy of a match, I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that as well, but based on my prediction for the women's Money in the Bank, I think I'm gonna go with Naomi, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Naomi retaining, and that has to do with my prediction of the women's Money in the Bank, so let's talk about that.
Jan here to predict that match.
Yeah, he always gets the Naomi matches right.
I know. I wonder why.
I don't know.
Mystery.
Must be a minority thing.
Yeah, totally, man.
Toast me goes. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella are competing in a Money in the Bank ladder match for a SmackDown Women's Championship.
The first ever
ever
women's
Money in the Bank match. This is going to be
something.
I
don't know if it's going to be good or bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's funny because I told you I was listening to our old podcast and I was listening to the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match and how we were both looking forward to it and thought it was going to be awesome. And it was good, but then it had a really shitty ending and it kind of like ruined it for everyone. So I'm a little hesitant to say
skeptical.
This is going to be like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm so happy. I'm happy for them. I'm kind of upset that, I don't know. To me, the people, the trailblazers of the new women's revolution, if you want to still call it that, they're really Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. But, two of them are separated onto each show. They're in two groups of two. So it feels weird that they're having this match, and Sasha Banks isn't in it, and Bayley's not in it, and somebody who's been around forever, like fucking Natalya, is in it. And Tamina, who's been out for over a year.
Once, pretty much.
It just seems like it should feel more important than it does. It really only has to do with the competitors. And Becky Lynch and Charlotte do help its status on the card.
Yeah.
But because I'm going with Naomi winning and retaining, I'm gonna actually go with a heel here. So you'd think the logical bet, with at least the talent in this match, that it would be Becky or Charlotte Flair, just because they're the two, as I said, two of the four horsewomen.
Yeah.
But I'm going with an off-the-wall pick here, and I'm going with Carmella is going to win the contract.
All right.
Just because everybody else is it just doesn't seem right. Like Becky Lynch, I like her underdog story, but for her to win Money in the Bank doesn't come off as a very much of an underdog thing, Like I don't like underdogs winning Money in the Bank. It should be for a guy who's a guy or a girl on the way to the top of the WWE ladder. Now Becky's been there before. She was the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte Flair is a former 4-time Raw Women's Champion, and again, she's like the biggest draw on the card in the women's division. She should probably not win it at this point. She should just win it on her own. She doesn't need a contract. And I always go to the contract being like a heel tendency, cash it in whenever you want. So that leaves me with Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella. Tamina, I'm sorry, you haven't been around long enough, you're out. Natalya, you've been in the company for so many fucking years, I could see you winning it, as horrible as that sounds. But at the end of the day, I think they're just going to go with the young heel of the three of them and choose Carmella to win it and maybe get an assist from James Ellsworth. What do you think, Fred?
Yeah, well, Tamina's definitely out for sure. Like I said, she really hasn't been around for anything and really hasn't proven herself. I kind of have to go with Charlotte Flair won't be the winner because she would win in her own right. She wouldn't need a contract or anything like that. I like that rationale. Interesting. It's a lot of people and you leave Natalya, Carmella, and Becky Lynch, who really hasn't made much of an impact in my eyes. Maybe Carmella to a point from where she has been to where she has come now.
Yeah.
She has definitely improved leaps and bounds, much like Alexa Bliss has. It's a tough one because I want to go against you, but I also could see Carmella totally winning it. Right? And I can totally see James Ellsworth helping her do so.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird one because, again, we've never seen a women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and we don't really know how they're going to treat these matches. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match has this history of, going to basically usually young guys on the rise to the top of the company. That's typically how they do it. Sometimes other people win it. But it's going to a world title match. In the men's division, you have other things that you could win. Before you get to Money in the Bank, you can have an Intercontinental, you can have a tag title, you can have U.S. title. There's other stages. But the women's champion, at least the women's division, there's only one level. It's either you're champion or you're not. So they don't have that, structure. And, just looking by who's getting a women's title match this month in Lana, this is just a women's title match. That's all it's really going to be. And women's titles matches have been given to people all the time. And I'm not sold that this is going to be a prestigious thing that Becky Lynch or Charlotte have to win it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, an under-the-radar person like Carmella, because it'd be somebody different. They've never really given Carmella an opportunity since she's been called up. So that's why she's my pick. Tamina's just too fresh coming off the injured reserve, basically, that I couldn't even consider her. She's my least likely to win in the match.
I'm probably either going with Carmella or Becky Lynch. So because you picked Carmella, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch just to go against you. Yeah, just go against you.
I could see Becky winning. Becky would be a nice story.
Yeah, but I could totally see Carmella winning it because she's been kind of at least with the James Ellsworth thing. I think they've proven themselves together as a group, and stuff. So I could totally see them going. Them going. So I'm going to go with Becky Lynch on this one.
All right, cool. So next up we have the tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos defending against the returning New Day. We don't know what combination of New Day it will be. It usually is Big E and Kofi Kingston, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now, this one is, for me, the hardest one on the match to call.
There's two ways of looking at it for sure.
Yeah, because the New Day is one of the biggest draws in the company, right? They've been since they
haven't been tag champs in a while either.
They haven't been tag champs since they lost it to Cesaro and Sheamus a couple months ago. They just came back to SmackDown. Kofi Kingston just recovered from his injury.
Yeah.
Now they're super over, but at the same time, the Usos have kind of had a career renaissance, turning heel and becoming talking about what they call it, the Uso Penitentiary or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to think of this as more of a long-term booking thing, and think that this is going to be maybe a 2-3 pay-per-view segment. So I'm going to go for now with the Usos retaining. As much as I think the New Day very well could win this match, just to because they're the New Day, they're money makers. Yeah. It's good to have the title on them. I think they should drag this out over time a little bit longer because, aside from from Breezango, there's really not much else on SmackDown in the tag team division.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're not. I don't feel like they really care too much about the tag team division. Almost
they don't. They definitely don't.
I think that this has all been happening for when New Day was going to come back, which is now. So I'm going with the New Day. I think they're going to take the straps. I don't think they really give a shit. I'm sorry. I don't really think they give a shit about the Usos. I don't think they give a shit about Breezango. I think this was just something that, just something for the New Day to come back. And the New Day hasn't been champions in a while. I think after a while, how long can you say former 2-time champions, when you're intro? They need the tag team titles to rejuvenate them and to get them back into the good graces with the WWE universe.
I could see it. I could definitely see it. I just don't. I don't know because they still have that situation going on with Breezango, who are still heavily involved on SmackDown right now. So I don't know where they fit in, which is why it's kind of clouding my judgment right now. I think because they're still playing a prominent role and they're like a brand new face team. Yeah. That I think they might keep the titles on the Usos and then maybe get a triple threat next month. Next pay-per-view. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna go with the Usos. Me and Fred have conflicting picks on all three matches so far.
It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure me and Fred are gonna agree on the next one. The WWE Money in the Bank ladder match for a WWE contract, WWE Championship contract. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Fred, this is going to be the match of the night, obviously. Yeah. 6 of the best talents on the show. You can argue that 5 of them or 4 of them are 4 of the best in the company. Now, this is... I think I made this call about a month ago, and I'm sticking with it at this point. I'm only going with this based on all those rumors I heard back like at the end of last year when they're saying who's going to be a big player in 2017, and I'm going with Baron Corbin winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. What do you think, Fred?
Yeah, it seems like the obvious one for both of us. Really, Owens, Nakamura, Styles really don't need it at all. Sami Zayn, although I do love him, and he did beat Baron Corbin at the last pay-per-view, I don't think he's going to be holding this contract, And Ziggler, he's just starting to come back. He had a nice victory over AJ Styles 2 weeks ago, I think, like that. So,
2 weeks ago, and then he beat him the last week, or the 3 weeks ago, and then beat him last week.
Yeah, so I think they just did that because they wanted to, make it seem like it was an even contest.
Right.
But it's going to Baron. I think it's going to Baron Corbin. I think at this point he deserves it. He's the star that they're going with in the future, and I think it should go to him. So.
Yeah, I can
see him having this. I can see him beating a heel or. What's nice is that I can see him cashing it in to a heel or a face.
Yeah, that's what's great about him is because he doesn't give a shit about alliances, about facing or being a face or a heel.
And I like that.
And just like looking at the other guys in the match, Kevin Owens, he's already had his moment, and he's gonna go on to have a very nice career in WWE, but he doesn't need a Money in the Bank ladder match to get another championship match. He's just going to get one down the line. Same goes for AJ Styles. AJ Styles is one of the best in the company. Yeah. And he'll just get it at this point. Dolph Ziggler is in this match to take a couple bumps, pretty much. That's what he's in. He's throwing a guy who's been in one before and who's won one before.
He's like the Kofi Kingston of these Money in the Bank.
The only other two guys who I could see possibly winning are Sami Zayn as like a complete shock factor one, like a guy who paid his dues.
Yeah.
Or Shinsuke Nakamura, just because he's got so much momentum behind him. People love him. The intro is like just his entrance in the ring every week gets people going. Like people don't even know who the fuck he is. 90% of the WWE universe doesn't know who he is.
Right.
And so I could see them throwing it on him, but it just seems too early for that. It's just like he's got so much time to climb into that world title picture. There's no point in doing it now. And, then what is he going to carry the briefcase? Carrying the briefcase part has always been very exciting when you're a heel. I don't know. It always looks better when you're a heel. When you're holding it as a face, you just seem like a loser. Like, look at this title. Look at this thing I won. But I like when a heel holds it because it's like, there's always that threat. Maybe he'll do it tonight. You never know.
I know, because like CM Punk won it back in 2007 or something like that or whatever.
Yeah.
2008, and it always looked weird with him carrying it around and being holding it above his head yay,
Yeah,
so, I don't know,
when RVD had it too, he customized it and wrote Mr. Money in the Bank with his airbrush paintbrush. I always feel
it goes to a heel.
Weird.
Yeah, I always feel like it goes to a heel. I don't know, just this.
It always looks better. It always looks
better.
Storyline purposes, it's better for a heel. Like when Dean Ambrose won it last year, he cashed it in immediately, so that was a good way of a face winning it. But I don't think we're getting any immediate cash-ins at this pay-per-view. I don't think the women or the Raw.
Maybe Baron Corbin could possibly do it if he wanted to.
I guess he could.
Possibly. Like I said,
I feel like they just did that last year, though. Are they going to do it 2 years in a row now? And I like the threat of the guy always having the briefcase in his hand.
The anticipation of it.
Right. You never know. And I I remember when Miz had it at one point, he kept hinting that he was going to do it. Yeah. They kept bringing a referee out for him, but then he wouldn't do it. I love that every week. I'm like, is this really happening now? And then, Dick isn't doing it. So I'm hoping Baron Corbin gets it. I think Baron Corbin. This is probably my safest bet on the card, as I think Baron Corbin's winning Money in the Bank, and Fred seems to agree.
Yeah.
So finally, this is a pretty quick card. There's only 5 matches. The main event, we have the WWE Championship match between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton.
The rematch you've all been waiting for, folks.
Dude.
I am so... the anticipation is, you could tell,
it's palpable in here.
Palpable. I cannot wait for this match to happen.
Yeah.
It sucks that I have to wait 3 days for this match. I wish I could just see it now, but unfortunately I have to wait.
I'm glad I don't have to see it now because I don't want to see it at all. I have no...
What? Are you crazy?
I've never cared...
You're loco.
I don't think I've ever cared less about a WWE title match. I don't think... I'm trying to recall.
I'm sure you have. Well,
Think about it, though. Think about it. Think of the 2 guys in this match.
There was some bad SmackDown shit back in the
you're probably right.
2006, 2008 era.
Yeah, but at least when JBL had the title, he at least defended it against, Eddie Guerrero... Brock Lesnar.
I guess.
There was one against Big Show that was pretty terrible. Maybe you're right. Dude, I don't even care. I don't even
care either. I'm gonna go with Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jinder too.
Yeah, I think they're just building him up as a world champion. I don't think that yeah, his time is coming. Yeah, at this point, you know.
I don't even care. I
know. Like, I feel like so bored over this fucking match. Like, there's nothing really to say. I mean, he's just been cutting promos every week, and Randy Orton has been cutting promos every week. That's the fucking thing. There's really been no interaction except for like when Randy Orton RKO'd him out of nowhere last Tuesday. But that's it, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that was all he did. He cut a. By the way, Jinder Mahal is still absolutely one of the worst promos in the company.
Yeah, definitely.
He seems so bored when he's there. He's just like, you people... Like, he doesn't even raise his voice. He's just like, you people don't like me. You people disrespect me because I'm different. I'm like, can you get angry about it or something? Like, can you like, show some fucking animosity? Show some fucking, like, anger in your voice? Like, no, I'm just gonna talk like this. Like, a little animated, but that's as far as I'm gonna go.
And then
Who gives a shit?
I still, like, have the problem that, like... Look, you're Indian. Like, we're not, if you wanted to pull this whole, I'm different thing off, you should probably be, like, Muslim or, from the Middle East or something like that. Yeah. You're from India. We don't have a problem with Indians. So, like,
no, nor should we.
Why do we even... That's why maybe why we're so bored is because we don't have a reason to boo you, really, You just come out with your posse and you say that we don't like you. Even though we don't really... hate you. I mean, we don't have a problem with you. You're just saying that we have a problem with you.
Yeah.
I don't remember having a problem with you.
You're putting words in my mouth. I don't mind you. I think you're terrible at a promo, but it has nothing to do with your ethnicity, you fucking faggot.
or the actor. You fucking faggot. Well, now there's a reason to be pissed. You just called him a faggot.
Well, fuck him. Fuck him for calling me a racist.
Alright, true that.
Fuck him.
And like... Alright, now you are maybe getting mad. Maybe it is working, actually.
Maybe it's working.
Psychologically, now
asshole.
It's like you're booing him now in a reaction to him, like saying that you don't like him.
Maybe.
Maybe you're like...
Maybe this is all working out.
Maybe he's convinced you that you don't like him, even though you didn't feel like you liked him. Or, you know what I'm trying to say?
I have stuff to think about now.
He really mind-fucked you, I think. I think Jinder's a lot crazier and smarter than we thought, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
Fuck, man, my mind is blown, man.
Blowing minds.
Hell yeah.
Holy
shit. Give me a condom for my head because my mind is fucked.
Dude, we're at 45 minutes.
Really? Oh my god.
We recapped everything that we hated on Raw. We recapped we previewed Money in the Bank. And
hey, what's up, Brian Dixon?
Hey, what's up, Brian? You guys growing out stash?
Yeah, I am, actually.
No, this is just what I look like most of the time.
Hairy bastard.
I just don't shave.
What a scrub.
Not a conscious effort, it's just what I look like. I'm just a lazy fucker. Apparently that's funny, too. Fred's finding a lot of things so unfunny. Very funny.
I know.
What the fuck is so funny?
I don't know.
Fred's a funny guy. Fred is a case of the giggles.
I do. Giggle.
Yeah, you got anything else to talk about? I got nothing. We're at 45 minutes. This might be the shortest episode of WWE ever.
So, Roman Reigns is going to make a big announcement.
Oh, right.
On Monday Night Raw. And I wonder what this announcement can be. I'm so excited to hear what this fucking bottle... This guy has so much charisma. What he would possibly have to say for me to be like, holy shit! Do you have any thoughts on it?
He's going to challenge someone for...
At a certain date, at a certain time.
Yeah. I don't know. He's going to probably challenge... this is what I think is going to happen. He's going to challenge... who's the champion on SmackDown and Raw? I can't
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. See, that's how bad wrestling is right now. I don't even know who's the champion because he's only made one appearance in the last 3 fucking months. One appearance in the last 2 fucking months. And it's just like, I don't even remember he has the title. Because like, it just happened on Raw that I just was reminded, oh yeah, there is a Raw title. Oh, there's a title on Raw. Did you know that there was a title?
Really?
It's called the Universal title. It's a terrible name, apparently.
Really?
Did you have any idea?
Nah, I had no clue.
Idea.
This is like a fucking surprise to me, man.
Yeah, right?
No, I kind of heard what his announcement might be. There's the rumors.
Okay, yeah. Let me hear your theory.
So Roman Reigns is supposed to fight Braun Strowman at Great Balls of Fire, right?
Right.
Because Braun Strowman's coming back soon. So I heard at SummerSlam that Brock Lesnar is going to face Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. And guess who Roman Reigns is going to fight at SummerSlam?
John Cena.
It's good guess. But I heard another person who had defeated Brock Lesnar in about 2 minutes, and for the Universal title. That's right, folks. Bill Goldberg.
I quit. If this is what they're doing, I'm fucking done.
Because you see the logic there.
You know,
Roman Reigns beats Goldberg, then he could beat Brock Lesnar.
I got it.
And that would lead to the WrestleMania match.
And the fact that Brock Lesnar lost to him in under 2 minutes, and then Roman Reigns will beat him in like a half an hour match is going to literally annoy the hell out of me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
For the rest of my life, I'll forever be damaged by this fucking terrible company that continues to shove Roman Reigns down my fucking sphincter.
And you wonder why you're getting the lowest ratings you've ever gotten, by the way.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with, like, this or that. No, it has to do with, it has nothing to do with Roman Reigns or John Cena or Brock Lesnar, who never shows up, or Jinder Mahal being the champion, or Randy Orton main eventing the pay-per-view.
Or Alicia Fox's FaceTime call being on the goddamn Titan.
It has nothing to do with that. Why would... Vince is the smartest man in the entire world. Why would his decisions... Yeah, why would his decisions mess with the viewership? I have no clue.
I don't know, Fred.
Because we sound very excited just talking about it, so obviously what he's saying is working.
The excitement level in this room is just... Wow.
Fucking through the roof.
I'm so fucking excited.
Like, I have a boner over it. It's fucking crazy.
It's such a raging boner over there.
God, it's
this
so hard.
I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck already. Like, when I heard the rumor last year that they were going to put Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 34, and they were going to build it up for a year, they basically committed to ruining my year. That's all they did.
Right, yeah,
they committed to ruining my fucking year. And now I'm hearing this bullshit, like fucking Bill Goldberg might be coming back. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Just a rumor, but we never know.
Yeah.
Something tells me that it will happen.
Great.
And then
does Roman Reigns have a match for Great Balls of Fire? No, right?
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
No, like I said, I think it's going to be Braun Strowman.
Right.
Yeah, because he's coming back soon. He's cleared to wrestle, officially cleared to wrestle, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And then, because of the viewership being so low, I guess the WWE decided that it should be a great idea for when John Cena returns on July 4th, that he's going to be a free agent, which means not only will he wrestle on SmackDown, now he can wrestle on Raw. So now the viewership and the ratings are going to skyrocket, because that was the answer. It's always the answer is more John Cena.
Always Cena, always Roman. That's always the answer. And
yeah, since 2005, it's always been Roman, John Cena.
You know what the Cruiserweight division's missing?
What?
It's missing a little John Cena.
Really?
You know what the women's division's missing?
No. What is
it? A little Roman Reigns.
Really?
Missing right now.
Even though he's not a girl?
Yeah. You know what the tag team division is missing?
What?
The tag team of Roman Reigns and John Cena. That's what they're missing.
They should actually do a tag team.
They should.
Of Roman Reigns and John Cena.
Oh my God, it would be the worst tag team ever.
It almost would be the best tag team ever.
It would get so much heel
in a horrible way, I think. And people on Twitter are saying, like, his big announcement is going to be a heel turn. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
If they will
never do that.
Listen closer.
Close.
Fucking stupid moron. And you're gay. Seriously, it's fucking terrible.
It's like, back in the day when John Cena, I think I'll make a heel turn. No, he's never going to do it.
If they didn't do it with Cena, they're never doing it with Roman.
Never.
End of story. Never. They're never doing it. And
never.
That's why I fucking hate WWE. That's the reason. And you know what I also read? This is what I read. I didn't read any of those rumors about Braun Strowman or any of... I didn't even know Goldberg was interesting coming back again. Fucking great. I'm so happy. But I heard that Triple H has become increasingly frustrated with the direction of the main roster because he is in charge of NXT and he's like he works so hard to build up all these guys and which we were talking about last week. He builds up all these guys and he gets them this like credible like this credible character
Yes.
and this credible wrestler, and they get called up to the main roster, and they shit them out. Like, they just throw them out there, and they suck, and they
Right.
lose, and
Right.
they don't explain the gimmicks, and they don't give them time to fucking perform.
Right.
Which is exactly what we were saying last week. And apparently, Triple H knows there's basically nothing he can do about it until Vince McMahon either dies or decides to retire, which he'll never do. So we have to wait until Vince McMahon dies for the product to ever even be considered different. Because you know the Dean Ambrose in the teddy bear costume was a fucking Vince McMahon thing. You know the Alicia Fox thing on FaceTime was a fucking Vince McMahon thing. What was the other Vince McMahon thing that happened 2 weeks ago that I fucking lost my mind about?
This is your life?
The This Is Your Life segment. Oh my god, that is Vince McMahon to a T. What the fuck? This guy, I know it's a horrible thing to say.
Yes,
I know it's very insensitive, and I'm not thinking about their families, but I'm not appreciating the company and the business I've been watching for the last 30 years. I know you want me to just say it at this point.
Just say it.
But Vince McMahon has to die. Die already! Just fucking croak, you fucking out of touch toad, you fucker.
I thought you were going to do more. No, the guy's gotta go, man. It's time to fucking go. What is he, like, 70-something years old? Like,
how has he not had a heart attack yet? How? All the steroids he took, and all the steroids he gave out, all the litigation he had to go through with Hulk Hogan and the steroid abuse and all of the courts and shit.
It's unbelievable.
Like,
unbelievable.
All the negative press he gets from pretty much everything he does, from demeaning women back in the Attitude Era, the CM Punk controversy, of all the reasons that CM Punk quit the company. Basically every month there's like a new crisis. How is this fucking asshole still alive?
I don't know, and
he's ruining the company. He is ruining the company he fucking created. He brought it to a point in the fucking Attitude Era, and then we're here now in the post-Attitude Era, and it's fucking terrible because he just thinks he knows everything.
But Craig, it's a new era.
Oh, right, you're right, Fred. It's a new era.
They said it's a new era.
So happy.
So it's automatically going to be better. Like, it's a new era. They said it 1,000,000 times on commentary, so that means that things are going to be better, right? I mean, it has to be.
Oh,
it's new.
If it's new, it's got to be better, right? That's how it works, right? New things are better. By the way, the new Twitter that they just released today fucking sucks.
What is it?
I don't know. They changed the design and it's all confusing and shit.
Okay. I'd never go on WWE's Twitter ever.
No, I'm talking about our Twitter. Like Twitter.
Our
Twitter, the Twitter app.
Twitter?
The Twitter app.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they
I want to
changed
twat
it.
so badly.
Fred was just learning the ropes of Twitter.
I know.
Fred made a friend. Well, we should plug his podcast.
Yeah, that's right. The Casual Bumps podcast is it's actually pretty good, man. A lot of podcasts out there suck dick, but
oh my god, there's so many bad podcasts.
It's so boring, but this one actually it has me entertained, and they're cool, bunch of cool guys and stuff. They're up in Binghamton, so New York represent. Yeah, so if you guys are watching this, and you should continue watching our podcast.
Keep watching.
You should also listen to the Casual Bumps podcast. So that's a little shout out for you guys.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
man.
so that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think we should probably wrap this up. I got everything.
Yeah, Josh Peck, exactly.
Fred joined us Josh joined us on the live chat.
Yeah, exactly. Good example. American Alpha is a tag team that Triple H built up from nothing. They were terrible, and I remember them at the very beginning, and I'm like,
they were so annoying.
This is going to be bad. This is going to be stupid.
Annoying.
Yeah, they were so annoying. Built them up to this credible tag team, put them on SmackDown, get over for a little bit, they win the tag titles, and now
they're not on TV.
I don't know. Is one of them injured? I would assume they are.
I have no idea. I haven't seen them.
Nothing. And even when they were on television, I didn't really give a shit anymore, honestly.
Yeah, we talk about the vaudevillains, like they never explained what that gimmick was when they got called up, and then one of them's fired now.
Like the Revival, no one really cares about it anymore either. He
got hurt, so they gave him a
pass.
They at least gave them a big win on their first week of Raw, and then then the guy got hurt. So and they're kind of throwing them still in the End Zone Cass storyline. They showed them in the background again this time. This time was way more obvious than that subtle time they did.
Jason Jordan got married. Josh, that would be something that you would fucking know.
Factual Josh.
Yeah, factual Josh Peck. I mean, how long do you got to be married for? I mean, you're married forever. Just come back and be a tag team.
I went to a fucking hockey game 2 days before I got married.
Really?
No, the day before I got married. I went to a hockey game.
Wow.
Yeah. I went to a hockey game. It was the night of the rehearsal, too.
I was going to say, isn't there like a dress rehearsal?
We didn't do an actual dress rehearsal. We just...
Oh, right. I would have been at that rehearsal.
You would have been there, yeah.
Because I was at his wedding party.
Yeah, there totally wasn't one. You're totally right, Fred.
Oh, wait. No. I mean, I wasn't invited? That sucks.
No, we actually didn't really.
I was in the wedding party, man.
I went to an Islander game. They lost in overtime to the Devils, and I went right to the dinner, the reception dinner thing that we did.
Drunk as fuck, I'm sure.
I was a little drunk.
Oh, that was during the days. I thought you were in Brooklyn. I'm like, what the hell? You're going all the way to Brooklyn. But that was back in the day.
2011.
Yeah, Nassau Coliseum and stuff. So
yeah, and that team sucked back then.
Yeah, well, I
think they're bad now.
Yeah, fun times.
Good times on the Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah.
I can't believe we approached an hour, and we're pretty much already tapping out now.
Yeah, I know. I saw the mark before. It was like 38 minutes. I'm like, we're almost done with the card already.
I'm not even looking forward to Money in the Bank. I'm looking forward to the Money in the Bank match. The men's one, I don't even really. I think the women's one's not going to be that good. To be honest.
Yeah, I don't think the women's one is really going to be that good. I feel like there's going to be a bunch of pussies. You know, they'd be like, ladder. Like, I mean, they did some cool spots 2 weeks ago when they beat each other up when that match never got started, but. You know,
that's a table.
Those
are tables and jumping off, doing a moonsault off of the turnbuckle. Nothing to do with the ladders. So
I think Charlotte will be like. I think she'll really go all out. And do
Charlotte, Charlotte will definitely do something cool. It's cool that Charlotte's been in the first women's Hell in a Cell and Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah.
She's the only one.
She's great. I think she's a great wrestler.
She's one of the best wrestlers on the show. On the show. In the entire company, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. I look forward to her matches more than, most guys. So, for sure.
She's such a great character, too. She just comes off like a genuine, piece
of shit.
I don't want to say piece of shit, because, they're booking her as a face now, but she's, a very cocky and arrogant person, and it comes off well, and that was the great thing about Ric Flair too, is that he was basically the same character whether he was a heel or a face. He would cheat, he would be cocky about it, he would talk about all of his accomplishments all the time, but at the same time he was either a heel or a face, and they really didn't change his character at all. That's what I liked about it's one of the best things about Flair is he was a good guy, but he was a shitty good guy. He was a really shitty good guy. And that's what Charlotte is too. She's still she's kind of all these other women don't belong with me, but I'll kick the bitch's ass though. I don't know. I like her character right now.
Yeah, she's been doing great ever since she came up, and she's really the person I look forward to in the women's division now. I mean, Becky's not really anymore, and Sasha not either.
Becky's been kind of MIA. She's just there at this point.
And Sasha just fucking annoys me now.
Sasha just killed me with the fucking 4 women title matches that she won and lost in that span of 2 months.
That's not her fault. It kind of sucks. That's it's just fucking booking. It's terrible booking. And stuff.
Do you want to do the Wretched 5 before we log off?
Yeah, sure.
There was a pen here.
Bye.
I guess no Wretched Wrestling podcast. No Wretched 5.
Nah, it's alright.
Yeah, let's just wrap it up. Alright, guys. If you're not following us on Twitter, you should follow us at Wretched Wrestle. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Wretched Wrestling. Look for us on YouTube as well. You have to search for us. We are on Periscope. I guess we'll do that again someday. I haven't done it in a while. If you are not checking us out on Facebook, I guess if you check us out on Facebook, you can watch our live feeds. We usually do them Friday or Saturday nights. We are actually doing a rare Thursday night special edition here. Let's see what I did there.
We're also available on YouPorn, and RedTube, and XXX.com. Under Wretched Wrestling.
Oh, and www.sax.com.
Yes, check that as well. Don't look up Wretched Sex, look up Wretched Wrestle.
Wretched Wrestle.
I know that you can get mistaken by that if you type in Wretched and then you're just like, oh, I have a boner, sex instead. I would understand that you would want to look at naked women and naked men instead of us talking about wrestling, but I'd understand where you're coming from. So, bada bing, bada boom.
I don't think they understand that at all, Fred.
Well, I'm assuming that there's women watching this. I would you don't think so?
No, I wouldn't assume that.
It's not a single women wrestler. One woman.
That'd be cool. No.
Any women at all? The demographic is so cool. We're 2 cool guys. Of course they would want to listen.
We're 2 guys with attitudes.
Yeah, they would
2 dudes with attitudes. Shit.
We represent the cool demographic, so I would think that they would want to watch us and
totally
stuff like that.
Totes.
And they're like, wow, Fred, he's so cool and sexy, I love his white pale skin. Like,
that's
something
totally
that and his half grown mustache. Like that's something I look for in a guy. So
they look for that spick stash, right? That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, they're looking for the spick stash for sure.
You know, I might have you beat then.
I think so. I think you have more spick than span.
That was nice. Well done. Well played.
See what I did there?
I saw what you did there, and it was terrible.
I mean, I'm busy, and
Fred, you're busy? What's going on?
Well, we're doing this on a Thursday. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Like, my sister is getting married on Saturday.
Yeah, congratulations, Christine.
Christine, my sister.
Fred's sister.
Is getting married.
Congrats.
And then maybe one day I will get married, and I think that one day that would be really nice to have. It's something for me to think about one day.
Yeah, I'm so happy that she's got like a nice groom lined up. Are you gonna have a nice groom lined up one day?
Well, that's the thing, Craig, is that I wouldn't have a groom. I'd have a bride.
Oh, right.
Because Christine is a girl and I'm a guy, so I would have a bride.
Oh, okay.
In fact, maybe the person I'm seeing now will potentially be my bride one day.
You're seeing someone now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm laughing. I guess I'm just so
Fred's giggly.
I'm giggly, I'm in love now.
Oh, Fred's in love.
I'm in love. I met her last week, and now I'm in love.
Okay.
Well, not less than a week because it's Thursday now. But okay. Well, I went to that bar this week. Okay.
How'd that go, by the way?
Well, I'll tell you, dude, it was not what I was expecting at all. I came in.
How was the drag race?
That's the funny thing, Craig. It wasn't a drag race.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't. And I came in dressed up as Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh. My dad decided not to come. He said he had.
I thought you were going to go as Danica Patrick. I'm really surprised you went.
Well, she's a girl, so I wouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Well, if Christine went, maybe she'd dress up as Danica Patrick.
Oh, okay.
So I went as Dale Earnhardt Jr. And my dad, he said he came down with a cold or stomachache or some kind of bug.
Oh, okay.
So he decided to go no, and I was a little heartbroken over it, but it's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
So I got the one I got it at Party City, so it was cool. So it snapped off on and off whenever I wanted. So if I didn't want it on the suit anymore, I could just go snap it off. But here's the thing, Craig. A lot of people were dressed up there was a lot of women there.
Really?
And there was a lot of guys dressed up as women. So
that's so strange.
So it was hard for me to decipher who is a guy dressed up as a girl.
What were they wearing, for example?
Well, they were wearing wigs, they were wearing skirts, they were wearing bras, and things that make them look like
That's
boobies.
So weird that they would wear that to a drag racing event. Is that weird?
Then I asked them, and then eventually there were guys there without shirts on, and they were only wearing skimpy shorts. I'm like, hold the brakes for a second.
Oh, man.
This doesn't seem right to me. The alarms went off in my head, and I realized that I went to another gay bar.
Oh, no, not again.
Again.
I can't believe you did it again.
Dude. But there is a silver lining in this.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, exactly. I met a fancy female there.
Oh, you met a female there?
Yeah, she was not...
I'm so happy you met a female.
She was
just you just hit one in a million shot. She was the one female there?
Yes, and
wow.
Yes, her name is Corey.
I can never get through a bit without cracking up.
Yeah, I know.
Corey,
I'm crying because I'm so...
Is it something from Coraline or something?
Craig.
Or is it just Corey? It's just Corey.
Craig, I know what you're going to think.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
It's
a guy. Very funny. Corey. Guy's name. Craig. Corey could be a girl's name, too.
I don't know about that.
Really?
Yeah,
dude, I don't know.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there.
So, not to give too many details away, but we have not done the shibbity dibbity yet.
Okay.
Now, we've messed around and we've done some stuff, but we haven't gone all the way.
Okay.
We haven't hit an Aaron Judge, if you know what I'm saying.
Does she look like Aaron Judge, by the way?
No, I mean, she's taller than me, but she looks like Aaron Judge, for sure.
Taller than you?
Yeah, and when we messed around, she would not take off her clothes. She decided, it was a little weird. I think she just takes things slow. She decides she didn't want to take off her clothes or anything like that.
Yeah, that's totally it. That's totally it.
So we're just waiting and stuff, and I don't know, man. I think, she's really cool. So, we have a lot in common.
That's nice.
She likes a lot of sports. She likes wrestling.
Oh, she likes wrestling. That's cool.
There's
not many female wrestling fans. I mean, there are, but not
a lot.
Not typically. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. She plays football too, which is really weird.
That's a little weird now.
I know.
She plays lacrosse.
She plays lacrosse.
Oh, god damn it!
What?
No,
God damn it! I think Craig's a little jealous of me because I met somebody for once, and
totes.
And I think that Jan said trannies.
Jan's back. What the fuck is happening?
Corey Rose. No, dude. Corey is not that. Corey is not that. I checked, dude. I made sure to check. Okay, I didn't see an Adam's apple.
No,
it was dark in the club, but I know there's not one there.
How do you know? Go ahead. Keep going.
Do you think maybe I didn't? Ooh. No, but I know for sure.
How? How do you know?
Oh no! I just realized that. Fuck. Oh no! Because all the dates we've gone to the movies, and I've always met her at the movies, and the movie had already started, so
it'd be dark.
It'd be dark already. So,
let me ask you a question.
Oh no.
Does Miss Corey have this might be a little personal. Does she have a rack? Does she have tits? Does she have tits?
She's got a nice pair on her.
Now let me ask you a question. Is she like fit though? Is she fit? Like is it muscle?
Oh, you're saying they rock hard?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
You could fit a fucking spice rack on those.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Does she have a six pack?
I'm not gonna brag, but she is very fit, my friend.
Oh my god, damn it, Fred. Oh my god. I hate you so much.
What? What I do now? I think everything's fine. I think Corey is someone that I can't wait for my parents to meet her.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for him to know that, to know that, everything that I'm the one, baby.
I think you need to take a couple. You gotta jump a couple of relationship levels, and you have to suck her dick. Clit. Sorry,
you misspoke. Yeah, that was you mistaken that.
Sorry, it just
Craig, just like on the I'm in love. You don't have to be so negative and stuff and so judgmental. Me and Corey go together like Forrest Gump and Jenny. Like we're peas in a pod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I slip right in and it's all good.
Wait, what did you slip in to? What did you slip into, Fred?
No, I don't want to go into this.
You said you didn't have sex, so I want to know what...
No. Okay, fine. We did have sex.
Oh!
But not the pussy kind.
Oh.
She let me have the butt.
Was it a hairy butt?
She said she hadn't done a Brazilian wax in a little bit.
Okay. That's alright. Fred, weekly,
Why? Dude?
Gotta go.
What just...
Gotta go.
Why? Are you...
You should take her panties off. That's what you should do. There we go. Good podcast?
Do I need to call her?
Good podcast?
No. No, but I think that... maybe you can tell me more about that later?
Don't call me.
No?
Don't
call you. What is happening? Now I can't call you anymore? This is loco.
You'll get through it. You'll be fine.
No, come on. Everybody knows I like fucking
I'm
Tang.
done. I'm gone now.
I like a nice big bowl of Tang, so it's all good. Anyway, guys, this is Wretched Wrestling Podcast. I'm going to go talk to my sweetheart later, and I'm going to tell her that, hey, I can't wait to see that puss. You know what I'm saying? So, Jan, Josh, thank you for tuning in. I know you said a lot of comments about my girlfriend, but I think you're wrong too as well. So, skip the laluda. I'm getting out of here, okay? Alright, guys. Take care, and skitty beep ba.